Hey, good day, Salmia TV family. As you can see in the caption, we're going to review day one in the round one of UEFA Champions League and also preview day two. But before we get into action, please like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also share the content with your friends and families who will definitely be interested in content like this. So let's get into it. Our usual guest is here, Nico. So let's introduce Nico to the video and get started.
All right, good night, everyone.
Um, so fairly a decent start, Most of the favorite actually win.
Yeah, most of the games were
Most favorite actually
straightforward.
win.
That's possible. Most
But
of the
before we
games were
get started though,
straightforward.
any early predictions on who you think, will win the Champions League this season? You see any out and out favorite?
Mm, it's hard to call. It's hard. Because as I said earlier, and someone else said, the amount of ball game the players are playing,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And as I said, the injuries haven't has not started to wrap up as yet, but believe me, they will. Oh, Benzema was injured today, and Diego. I don't know the extent, but yeah,
yeah,
both players are injured for Madrid. The centre forward, one of the main centre forward, and the the main man,
yeah.
Benzema. Yeah, yeah. The injuries will come, and I think man management will be the whichever top team that is able to manage your players best.
Yeah.
Will come forward. I mean, I like PSG. I like how PSG look, but defensively, they always tend to fail defensively in the end, and I don't know why. I can't seem to figure out why they can't get it right defensively at least one at a time. But they look
So
good.
so you can't really pick out a favorite, but you like PSG
Yes,
so far.
I mean with all the three,
Up
Messi
front.
and Neymar, and
Okay.
then Mbappe.
And we speak about the drama between them yesterday. And you say once them can keep that off the pitch, them supposed to can
Oh,
be
I mean, with
in
the
the
first goal,
contention.
what drama? You see the two man them again.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, if they can
Yeah,
keep all of that and focus during the gameplay, they should be able to go to you know the
and
last
do
end of
with
the
it.
competition and compete. All right, so we can get started now in the games now. Early games, Dynamo Zagreb versus Chelsea. Chelsea three lost from their last five games in all competitions. I would have told them earlier that I don't think Aubameyang is the answer for Chelsea.
I mean, it's only one game, and he has to get used to the group. So
Yeah,
give him time.
I know. He would have gotten a good opportunity right before Zagreb goal. Um, they brought in Fofana. Let me just open the line up here. The new
Yeah,
defender. They brought in
I was surprised to not see
Fofana.
Thiago, but I don't know if he's injured or he was just rested because his age plays a lot in him
Yeah,
getting rest. So I don't know what was the reason why.
Chilwell. He's also back from injury and Aubameyang. So they bring. This team is the first they're playing together, so you can understand you can't expect too much from them immediately. And Champions League, the names might not seem really big to the norm or the average person, but these are champion teams. These are teams that are playing good week in week out. They can't take any team lightly in Champions League. So you come with fresh players with a fresh 11, and they're not clicking. Communication at the
Yeah,
back kind of
even
off.
even though
It
even
will
though
cost you.
most of the players that play for Chelsea now are experienced players. Only probably Fafana is the only player in that starting 11 you can say
Mhm.
never played in the Champions League, but he has
Been in and
been to
around.
Europe, in and
Yeah.
out of Europe.
Hmm.
The Chelsea 11 that started should have and was most likely expected to win the game. As you can see, they're having
Yeah.
problems going forward and finishing. It has been like that for most of the big games for the ending of the season, and it has come over into this season. They're not finishing,
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
it has gotten
personally
worse.
I personally feel like the team just doesn't have the quality going through the middle.
Yeah, I mean,
I
they
think that
don't,
when Tuchel started, he was doing very good with the likes of the James and the Chilwell going on, Alonso going on the wings,
yeah, because it was
and he
fresh.
utilized them a lot in the attack.
Yeah,
And I think the
it
teams get them now and
and
kind
yeah.
of isolating that they're working on the
I
wing when
also
they play
think so.
Chelsea.
His style, it's getting a bit outdated, and you
Yeah.
can see he needs something. He doesn't know what to do anymore. You
So
can't keep on blaming the players because it's the same players. Well, probably they miss Kante because Kante has been out for a
yeah,
couple matches now. So, I mean, that
yeah,
could be the reason, but how
yeah. The
long you
thing
ever
is,
use Kante, for example?
teams are stopping. They used to get a lot of space going on the wing, the James and the Chilwell, and it's not happening anymore. So teams are implementing strategies to stop that kind of wing play from them. So I feel like if you're not getting productivity through the wings, I mean you're gonna try to go through the middle now. And most teams would prefer attacking through the middle because the better players normally play through the middle. But I don't think Chelsea have the quality going through the middle. I don't think from the midfield they started Kovacic and the young English midfielder name.
Who left us? Or Gallagher.
No man. One of the better players in the past couple of seasons, man. Which I don't think he's a holding midfielder. I think he's more of a both an attacking player.
Let me find the line. Um, oh,
Mount. So
Mount.
they started Mount and
Yeah,
Kovacic in the middle.
playing that deep,
Playing
we
that
won't
deep, yeah.
scope in
Mount
that
is not a
much.
player, I will have in the whole like that. So and then Aubameyang, as I said, I don't think he's a difference maker. I think he's a goal scorer. But if the team is not playing well, I don't think he's the person that is going to change a game for you like that.
I
Honestly,
mean, yeah, he has long past his peak as well. So
yeah.
yeah, you
So
can.
when you look through the middle of the pitch for creativity, it's just not there. The Sterling and the Havertz, I
Sterling, no,
mean,
no, no. Havertz has been on this
these are
game
players so inconsistent.
since
You
the
can't
start
really
of the season.
depend on them. So it just don't look promising from Chelsea going
And it,
forward,
it,
right?
it, it looked bad. Why it look bad on Chelsea right now? Because, as I said, this is a game that they should have won. And then the amount of money they spent on defenders, you would
Defenders,
expect
yes,
them to at
yeah.
least concede less. They
Give the
have
team
been
a chance to
conceding
win,
every
yeah,
single game.
yeah.
They have
So
been conceding, and it's been alarming. That's not the Chelsea and the Tuchel way, because even if he's not finishing, people expect him to keep clean sheets,
yeah,
and that's
and
not has been happening. So
and
yeah,
the thing is, as a team, when we have a good back line, when they keep clean sheets, it gives the attackers a second chance, a third chance to go and win the game.
yeah. So
You know,
as much chance as them is seeing the defenders keep, yes. You never know what might happen. They might find one every now and then.
yeah. So if you look at it now, they have 2/3 of the position, more than double attempts to goal. So they are in the attack, they are in the last third, but they're just not opening up
Not
teams
finishing.
enough. You know, so
And
I
I
think
mean, you can't keep on blaming the players because he has bought and sell
yeah,
players
yeah,
who he say isn't performing the Warren and the Lukaku. And it's been the same thing
for a
over
while
and
now.
over the seasons,
Mhm.
where they're saying he needs a finisher. He needs someone that is going to finish the chances. But where are the chances coming from?
So the next early game would be Dortmund Copenhagen. I mean,
Yeah,
this
we had
this
that one
game,
call,
yeah, we had got on call.
a straightforward for them.
Straightforward win for Dortmund. They started strong. Rice scored early,
Yeah, the
so
key man, right?
easy at the office for Dortmund with this one. Very easy at the office. It's a question as to how well they're doing the group stage and how if they can
Yeah,
make an impact in the second round for
that's true.
Dortmund. Yeah.
Ah, I mean, they should finish second behind City,
Mm-hmm.
unless Sevilla should find farm in the
Unless
round. But it's only 6 games, and how long you can wait
yeah, I
to
mean yeah,
find farm.
because
So
you
I
have to
see
keep
them finishing second behind City.
yeah, because you have to get started quickly. You can't wait. Um, so the Later games, you have the Milan Salzburg 1-1.
Yeah, I didn't
I
get
mean,
much of that one. I kind of expected Milan to, but this is the Champions League. The Italian teams haven't done what they are expected to do in the Champions League for the last couple of seasons. I mean, they are playing well in the league. Whichever team wins the league, they perform and win it. But when it comes to the Champions League, they haven't stepped up to the plate.
so
I don't-
you can see if you say the quality of the league maybe is just not, you know, good enough at the moment. Because if you're dominating so well in the league and you cannot perform, and we're not saying
When
you
it
should go
comes
out and
to,
win Champions League every year, but your
but
team, if you're
yeah,
winning the
they're
league,
not.
we need to see you making an impact in Europe as well to show that,
And
it's
it
not
hasn't been
just,
happening.
yeah, it has to be happening.
Especially since Juventus have fallen out. Nobody else has taken up the pace to say, oh, let's go through our group stages and make it to the quarter or the semi-finals.
Yeah. So Real Madrid, they started this game really slow. They picked up late in the second half.
Yeah, the win was
Modric,
expected.
he is continuing to make magic over at Real Madrid. A wonderful game from him. And when you see the likes of Hazard scoring and assisting, I mean,
You must
great
know.
day for Real Madrid.
Yeah. And I mean, Vinny, he has found his feet
Mm.
and he hasn't stopped since he has done that.
Yeah,
So,
I think he finally started to put the ball in the back of the net, and his game lacked that a couple of years ago.
yeah,
So
I've been
I
telling
think he has
people that
started that out now.
he was always playing football, you know. He was just
Mhm.
finding the goal and getting comfortable.
Yeah.
And he hasn't stopped since he has found his confidence.
Well, the big news in that one, Benzema
Injured.
had to come off early injured. As I
Well,
said,
like I
these
said, I
players are
don't know the
playing so much
extent.
games. It may just cost a couple of them if they don't manage their squad properly.
Yeah, and a couple of people well might miss out on the World Cup. We see Pogba. Pogba space already a threat. He's doing
Yeah,
a knee surgery at the moment, which is I don't remember how much days, but it's pretty close to the World Cup. He's
and it's a knee.
recovering.
He
So
might just not make that team
might just not.
because they're going to be warm up internationals now, and he's not going to
He'll
be
be
able to
missing
play.
out. He won't be the chemistry. He will be. He
Yeah,
won't be knowing what's happening.
so Leipzig at home to Shakhtar. We would have expected a little bit more from Leipzig. I mean, I had this game being a goal scoring game, and it did turn out
Yeah,
to
but
be that.
not
But
a dump up
I
from
still
Shakhtar,
expected a
right?
little more from Leipzig.
But I mean, they got 4-0. We talked about the 4-0 weekend, and
Yeah, but we
Randy
need
was
to
saying
acknowledge that they might have rest a couple players to prepare for this. But I mean,
it didn't seem that way.
yeah, it
Well,
didn't seem
not
that way at
sure, but
all. Bad day at the office for Leipzig, really bad day. I
when
expected a bit
Shakhtar
more
came
from.
out, they took their chance. They didn't just took their chances, they played well.
Yeah,
Shakhtar
they
played
played well.
well, as to how I was seeing
Um,
the game.
we have one of the quote unquote favorites for the past 3-4 season. Um, they kickstart their campaign against Sevilla, the Man City. Holland
Yeah, I
with a
think
double again. He's
UEFA, I saw
firing on
something
all
about UEFA.
cylinders.
Oh,
Huh?
sorry. No, I saw something today about UEFA ranking City the number one team
They did that
in
last
Europe.
season as well, and I think the season before. Almost
Yeah.
every season they
I
did.
mean, it's a bit surprising, but not a bit surprising either. And
For the
Alan,
ranking or for the score?
the ranking. Oh, the score as well. The score is nowhere near
Yeah, but
surprising.
who would you put ahead of them though? At the moment.
If you're going to rank, wait, what is the ranking based off? Madrid won last season.
Probability within their judgment, whosoever they use
Um,
to make the judgment.
is it about winning the current one, or is it just about your total standing in the whole of Europe? I mean,
I didn't. I wasn't. I am not aware of
yeah. So
the
it's
standing you're
crazy.
speaking about.
I'm
But
seeing Liverpool second. It was surprising seeing Liverpool second, seeing we came second. But if it's ranking about total performance in everything you do, Liverpool coming second last season in the league, coming second in the Champions League. They have been ranking. I think they have been to every semi-final since they made it 2018.
No, all right. Question: if it's a ranking, I don't see how City is at the top. Is it a
That's what
ranking?
I'm saying.
Hold
So
on.
that's
Is it
where
a
I'm not
ranking,
sure. So that's why I
or is
said
that are the odds to win Champions League this season? Yes, sir.
no. It wasn't the odds. It was
Wasn't
UEFA.
odds.
No.
Okay,
So that's
so
why.
okay, all right. So you have the Haaland. He scored a double.
Yeah, the man at the moment there.
You know, he's not slowing down at the moment. He's scoring doubles for fun.
And
Uh,
you know the English media already. They are going to make him the best player in the world. You know. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, he's
I
he's
mean,
he's a goal scorer. He's definitely a goal scorer. You can't take that from him.
he's
He's
doing
big.
what he's being paid to
Yeah,
do. You know.
what they're barking for, and he wants the ball as well. He wants the ball. He's putting himself into spaces. He's always in front of the goal. So
Yeah,
put the ball on him foot, and
it's
it's one or two. It's either the keeper going to save it or he's going to find the back of the net.
yeah. I notice here the midfielder that they bought, he started at left back. That's quite
That's what I
strange.
meant to tell you. You know, he's not a midfielder at a trade. He's a left back. Remember we were talking about it. And I tell you
Mhm.
the buy a left back, but I think he can play a midfielder
Yeah, I saw him play more advanced for Anderlecht. I was watching him,
like Cancelo. Cancelo can play
and I
almost
realized
anywhere.
Cancelo look far better playing right back. I wonder if he more suiting to play right back. He looks this is the sharpest I've seen Cancelo in a long while today.
Yeah, but I don't know why he's on the left.
To
But,
accommodate Walker, I would assume.
but no, it's not a matter of accommodating Walker. Who else was going to play on the left? Other from Zinchenko, and he's not that trustworthy of Zinchenko. So that's why Cancelo end up
But if
on
Cancelo
the
starts at right back every game, where does Walker play?
yeah, but who plays on the left? That's the biggest.
Walker is an important player for them. We have seen where
Yeah,
Champions League
he's an
finals
important player, but if
he pulled Walker half injured to come and play Champions League finals.
yeah, but regardless, let me tell you this: if there was somebody else to play left back,
Walker be on the
Wa-
bench. I don't.
Walker would be on the bench for Chancellor, and there's no
Well,
doubt to that.
yeah, I'd have to see that one though. So easy victory for them. You know, it was like a training day for Man City. A routine for them in this one. I don't see there any slip ups in the first round for Manchester City.
Yeah, City doesn't slip up in the first one.
Yeah. So their question is down in the end of the competition. So the next game is Benfica M Haifa. I mean, we all opted for Benfica to win
Yeah, I
this
think
game.
they're from what? From where? Israel. Well, I don't know if I don't remember seeing them before.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
sure if this is their first time, but I guess they got a taste of what the Champions League
I don't think
is
they got it
about.
as yet. I just, when they play
Yeah, because
City,
Benfica is
it's a
not even
different.
one of the teams that dismantle teams like that. But yeah, Benfica came and did what they were supposed to do. They seemed pretty comfortable from the small clips that I got. They seemed pretty comfortable, and yeah, they took control of the game and did what they were supposed to do.
Mhm.
Find one of the players find one from over what 25 yards.
Yeah, a good team always, performing in Europe, Benfica, they're always in and around there, seeing them doing their thing. The last game of the day, PSG Juventus,
Yeah, the next
Mbappe with
man for
a
the
very
next
good double.
the next man for the future, right? I think they say it's him and Alan, the men for the future.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
they're both the best players in their age group right now when you look at it. Questionable, I mean, but in my view, yeah. Um, well, what do you think about how the front three played? Is this coach
going
going to get?
forward, going
Are they?
forward,
Is he going to get
going
the balance right with the front three and the midfield?
going forward, they look pretty. They always look pretty going forward. But yo, the midfield, man, the defense. The defense looks so good on paper. The midfield looks so
Hmm.
good on paper. But as soon as them come under pressure, that's it. If the center forward, Vlahovic, or even if say Juventus had a few more of their attacking players, the game probably would have been different because defensively they just don't stand out when they are supposed to or do what they are supposed to do. They always falter under pressure or they lose focus. But it was a pretty good win from PSG. They came and did what they were supposed to do. Mbappe, he has been standing up and yeah, he done it today again like he did last season.
I mean, he scored a. I mean, they scored a very brilliant first goal with the Neymar combination. I think it was very good finish from Mbappe as well. Very
Yeah, the
very good
second
and
one
clean
was
finish.
surprising. See, he's
Yeah.
stood up and was like, yeah,
Especially in the first half, they look really well. But my question is still if they can defend. If midfield can be prepared to do the work to stop other teams. That's my question.
The youngster that they bought, Vitina, I was surprised. Seeing how much he was running. PSG,
Mhm.
that's not much. I mean, maybe they should give the youngsters more. Even Sanchez, maybe they should get them in the team more and allow them to press more. So the likes of Mbappe and Messi and Neymar can roam at the field because they're not going to defend.
Yeah, that's
Most
true.
they are not
And
going to
and
get
and
back
speaking of that, I mean, looking at the new season now, we've seen where Ronaldo he have to be coming off the bench for
the
Manchester
bench.
United.
Yeah.
Messi seemed to
So
be the first change out of the first front three. Is it that we're seeing the end of Messi and Ronaldo in 2022-2023 season?
obviously, they can't last forever. I mean, it might not be the last season, but
Hmm.
it's kind of harsh seeing them coming off the bench and seeing Messi going to the bench as the
Yeah.
first change every single time. Maybe sometime it's a bit more politics due to certain things, but
Hmm. But I mean,
that's
I've watched them and I've seen Neymar. He looks like the 2019 Neymar. Mbappe is very young and energetic and
yeah.
sharp and quick. So you
Neymar
expect.
is up to the challenge, it
Yeah.
seems.
So
And
when you look
Mbappe,
at it, Messi is playing well. He started strong as well with Neymar. But when you look at the front three, if you're the coach, you're leading, you need to pull one. I mean, the obvious change would be Messi at the moment.
yeah, you can't take all right. Just like Alan. Watch Alan in City team. He wants the ball, and the second he doesn't get it,
Mm-hmm.
there's a problem because he wants to score goals. He's young, he's active, he's ready, he's confident. The same
Yeah.
thing with Mbappe. He's the one playing center forward. He's the
And
one.
also, I was watching the game and I realized that 2-0, I think he got a breakaway. 2-0 or 2-1, he got a breakaway, a very good breakaway to play Neymar, and he was at a not the worst angle, but he was at an angle where the keeper is comfortable covering, the goal. And instead of playing it across, maybe you can say it didn't see him, but if you're playing as a player that wants to look out for people, you would definitely see a pass like that. Instead of playing it across the 6 yard line for Neymar to tap in, he went for goal. So he's a player that will always go for goal. He's going to always want to score him have the urge and the
Yeah,
energy to
and
just
he
he's
has the
aggressive.
ability as well.
Yeah, so
So yeah,
I mean, the first change, more than likely, based on how you see the three players playing, the obvious change would always be Messi at the moment. No complaints for the Messi fans or whatever. He have done what he's supposed to do already. They're just
you could
basically
just
seeing
accept
him
the
way out.
fact. Many players in the past couldn't accept it, and it's about time they start accepting it.
Yeah, because even last season, he and Pochettino, you could see a little attitude after he came off last season a couple of times, and it was a big uproar. But it was new, it was fresh, he was in a new environment. He wasn't having the best of his time because the way you leave Barcelona, you have to understand, and he's not used to this kind of lifestyle, coming
This
coming
kind of
coming
thing.
off
That's
field
true.
and all of that. So you could understand last season why it was a bit you know difficult for him to accept so much changes at once. But now you can see that you know him and Ronaldo, they are finally looking to themselves and say,
Yeah, they don't have a choice
I
either.
was once young.
They don't have a choice either because the coaches themselves, the coaches are
Yeah,
taking it upon
and it's
themselves to
obvious in
make
the
them
teams.
see
Yeah,
that
it's obvious.
yo, we need you guys are not the future anymore. We can't depend on you guys as if
Hmm.
you guys are not leaving us. You guys, their time are almost up, and the team can't revolve around them anymore. Both PSG and Man U have to build for the future. So
Yeah.
the coaches have to do whatever it takes for them to see that, and
Yeah, and really and truly,
it's
them do
just
have the
what it is.
legs. Even if they don't, even not for the future, even for the current, them do have the legs right now to keep up for 90 minutes with the young boys. They don't have it. It's just reality. Come on, it's the reality.
Because I mean, take the finals for example, not the finals. Where did they play PSG? The quarter, Madrid, the quarter.
Real Madrid
Yeah,
was the semi-final
no, the quarter. I think it's the quarter.
last year. No, last year was semi-final.
PSG,
Oh,
Madrid,
PSG,
no, no,
yeah, PSG was
yeah,
quarter. I think it was Man City attacking. Okay, PSG was quarter. Yeah,
Madrid. But eventually, when the game got to them, Messi couldn't pick up that speed.
yeah,
Neither,
him
neither
lack,
lazy Neymar, but yeah, that's
lack
a
the legs.
different story.
Yeah, Neymar never up to it last season, but it looked like he want to play some ball this season. Look like 2019 Neymar. Let's see if he can continue. We know Mbappe, him young, fresh, him have a whole heap for half of the team. Messi will be there with him brain, he will be there to help the team, but he's not going to be that player. I go give you
Yeah,
90 minutes week in, week out in a Champions
definitely.
League. He just not gonna be. So tomorrow we'll cover a quick preview of tomorrow games. Ajax Rangers should be a good game. Ajax home team. Ajax a very good team. Always have a lot of young talent. They just sell one of them top players, Anthony to Manu, and them top defender as well. So they're rebuilding, but them always find a way to make it
They
work.
always find a way to do it. They're still top of the league. They're still top of the league as we can see. I think they're leading it. They went full. Let me see this. Yeah, they're top of the table, 5 from 5. You
Yeah,
can't
man.
ask for
Yeah,
nothing better
them
than
always
that.
have a play good.
How
Yeah.
many players did they lose?
A couple play well, but then bringing in the attacking player from Tottenham, a good player. A beige, when name beige. Let me see
Oh,
we can
Bergeron. Yeah, yeah.
beige one.
The
Yeah.
winger, yeah. Yeah,
He's
very good
scoring
player.
almost every week for them. A very good player. So I see Ajax winning this game. My just might
Yeah,
score, but I see Ajax winning this game though.
yeah, Rangers might put up a fight, but yeah, Ajax should come through this one.
Frankfurt Sporting should be an open game. I think anybody can win this game, but I'm expecting goals. Not really
But
picking a
I
winner for
mean,
this game.
Frankfurt, see now Frankfurt play, and Frankfurt should pull off this one.
Okay,
But
Napoli
yeah, it
Liverpool.
will be an open game as you say. Napoli Liverpool. This is what the fourth time, not the fourth, but well, it's going to be the fifth and the sixth time
Yeah,
since
Liverpool away.
2018.
Yeah, they're not firing on all cylinders. You know, they are. I mean,
Uh,
it has been
what,
said that
four
last season run taking a toll on them.
taking a toll on them. I
You
mean,
know?
it could be possible. I mean, Chelsea played almost as much match, so I guess we can say the same thing for Chelsea and give them the benefit of the doubt as well. But
Mhm.
I mean, there's a whole lot playing a part to why. Because even Thiago being out, I think the team has become too dependent on Thiago now, and
Yeah.
that's costing them at this moment. But nevertheless,
Artomelo, he come in immediately seeing that he was playing in Italy. You know,
I
he
think he
knows.
should get a game because
Yeah.
we're short. We're still short on midfielders. Carvalho, I don't know the extent of Carvalho injury. Carvalho got injured the last match. Henderson should be out as well. Keita is not there, so I think.
Rough
I hope
times.
Yeah, Milner. Oh, yeah, I think we should give out a chance over Milner. Tricky game.
Okay.
Napoli,
So it was a Liverpool fan. Easy win. Napoli not playing that well either.
it can't be an easy win. Napoli has never been easy. I mean, the game win was what, 2-0? And Napoli
Mhm.
gave us 2-0 the last game, 1-1. It should be a tricky one, but I'm going to give Liverpool this one. The
Yeah,
Liverpool fan,
not an easy
2-1.
win. Yeah, I was just asking, but I think that they will. They will. I don't see Napoli playing that well. Liverpool, they still have a point to prove. We don't know when they're gonna start give us some consistent performances. So
Yeah, but it should
I'm
come.
gonna always expect them to do well in the next game, knowing their quality. I'm always gonna be looking for that game. So Is this going to be the game? Just like the Bournemouth, let's see. We're not sure if they're going to perform that well, but I think
I
they
mean,
will
I
come out
think
to
this
win.
this game can swing anyway, depending on who come to take the game on the day
Yeah.
and just want the game more. But as I say, Liverpool 2-1 for me. Or yeah,
All right.
just I'm going to Liverpool for
So
the win.
Atletico Porto, these are two that play each other a lot as well. Atletico home, they can be, a bit stubborn.
Yeah, and unpredictable as well. Not just stubborn,
Yeah,
but very
yeah, very
unpredictable.
unpredictable. But it's a very difficult game to call. I would say maybe draw, Atletico win. It all depends on Atletico mood, as I say, whichever Atletico one play. But Porto, they can
Hmm.
be that team. They can score
Yeah,
goals. They can go forward. So you have to be aware
yeah.
of them.
But Atletico should come away with this one. I don't. It's hard to predict a correct score, but Atletico should come away with this one.
Club Brugge, Leverkusen, Club Brugge, they have been in and around Champions League for the past couple of seasons now as well. They are finding their ways to make it the group stage and not doing so well. They probably will go to UEFA Cup eventually for most of the part, but Leverkusen, likes of Liam Bailey used to play for them. They are always good with young talents. And open game, like tomorrow, most of tomorrow games are very unpredictable when you look at it. Most of them can go either way.
Um,
So I expecting
looking at
goals here as well. Leverkusen maybe can pip it.
maybe because the farm hasn't been that well, especially in Germany, and Leverkusen should be doing better. But when you look at it, Club Brugge at home, they might can clinch this one. So yeah, I go with Club Brugge at home for this one.
Okay. Barcelona, they have made a lot of investment over the summer. They have honestly they look like a team now. The first they actually look like a team since Messi gone. The Lewandowski, if they can keep the Dembele fit, he's a very good player coming on the wings. Pedri, the midfielder, the young quote unquote Iniesta, they are looking really good as a team. I'm not too sure if the backline will be the backline. PK, he has been sitting on the bench now. I mean, finally, I'm glad a lot of these players finally realize that they cannot keep up with the game anymore. So they are performing a little better than last season, last 2 seasons. Um, so do you think they can actually? I think they did get kicked out in the group stage last year. Can they finally come back to be the Barcelona and make some noise coming the end of the season in the Champions
Well,
League?
they won't be the Barcelona everyone experienced in the
No, not
past.
not by quality, but by
But enjoy.
being up there in the
Yeah,
end of
they
the season.
enjoy. They finished the season pretty well. Javi is doing a pretty good job. They started the season well as well. Tomorrow's game, easy win. They should make it out of this group pretty easy. Whether
Oh,
they come in second or first, I can't tell about that. Them and Spurs, that's a very hard choice.
okay.
Or I pick, I should say. But yeah, they should make it out of this group pretty easy. And
All right.
tomorrow game should a sure win. That's a
Sure
sure
win.
win. Definitely
Yeah, I go for
Barcelona all
Barcelona.
the way.
Comfortable win at home.
Lewandowski, goal machine. He's
Yeah,
taking
he's
his time.
scoring. He's scoring well. Yeah. Inter Milan, Bayern Munich. This should be a good game.
Yeah, Bayern seem to have fallen off a pace the last two games. Inter, they're hot and cold as well. The last game was
Yeah.
what? AC Milan. They draw. I think AC Milan beat them up 3-2.
Yeah, and I
But,
think the last week as well. Yeah, so
but
they're not playing their best at the moment.
they're not playing at their best at the moment. But Inter, yeah, very strong team. See, Bayern is performing. And this game might be a draw game again for Bayern. So yeah,
Yeah,
this game is
yeah.
going to be a very tight
Close
one.
game, very close game this tomorrow for me. Very close game. Either
So
team
it might
can
just be a
clinch
draw.
it, but as you say, it just might be a draw. That one difficult to call. We have to settle for a draw there. Any team can win it, but two good teams, not any of them really performing at their best. So a very, very open game. Anyone can go and take that game. So just to finish off now, Tottenham, this is a team, they're getting results. They're not performing, they're not flying high, but they're doing what they're supposed to do game by game. And they have their first test. in the Champions League versus Marseille at home. Can Marseille make it a slow start for them? Conte's experience, should he just carry them over the line for 3 points? What do you think?
Yeah, both teams are performing well in their respectable leagues. I mean, I think each team only have what, one draw
Mm-hmm.
in their league play.
Tottenham
Oh,
drew
Tottenham two.
twice. Yeah.
Tottenham have two. Yeah, sorry.
Mm.
Tottenham have drawn twice, but that's still a pretty decent run at the moment, I should say. Not losing any games. Um, Marseille themselves are on a pretty well run, as I said before. This one now. Spurs. Kante and his experience is going to pull this one. As you say, they're not playing as well as they should play, but they're going to grind this one out as well.
Okay. So Tottenham. So based on our agreement, Tottenham should come away with that Inter Bayern more than likely a draw. Barcelona should win. Club Brugge, Leverkusen, we're each on either side for that one. Porto
No,
Atletico.
probably should pull this one now.
Yeah, but I went to
Probably-
Leverkusen, so we're on either side.
Okay.
Atletico, Porto, depending on which Atletico come to play, Porto should make it an interesting day for them. I see maybe a draw there. You said Atletico win or draw. Napoli, Liverpool, we both agree Liverpool should come away with the win eventually. Frankfurt Sporting, a game to me, the very open game. You opted for Frankfurt. I opted for goals. No winner there. Unsure result for me. Ajax. We both went for Ajax in this one. So that should be it for day two of match week one in the Champions League. And the big news today is that Mbappe strikes a double for PSG. They beat Juventus 2-1. City, they cruise to a 4-0 victory against Sevilla. So it was an exciting day in some games. Chelsea, they lost their first
The
game to
disappointment of the day.
Zagreb. They are in a very bad situation right now. Can Tuchel turn it around? Three
The surprise
games
of the day, I should
in their
say.
last five. But let's see how tomorrow turns out. We will review tomorrow games. So we'll be back here soon and very soon. So Nico, respect for pass through again as per usual. And
It's always a joy.
yeah man. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for passing through. Please remember to like the video, subscribe if it's your first time, hit the notification bell, and also share with your friends and families. I'll see you in another one. Peace out.